Okay guys, so this is the examples for Wednesday night's homework, which is mostly about logs and exponents and powers of 10. In example 1, all we're going to do is take 3 different values and rewrite them as 10 to the x. So for example, 10, right, the exponential version for this would be 10 to the 1. That would be rewriting 10 using exponents. And that one's kind of what I would call duh math. Let's take a look at a few that are straightforward, but do require a little bit of thought. So for example, 10,000 can be rewritten as, well, it's what you get when you do 10 times 10, which is 100, times 10, which is 1,000, times 10 more, so that would be 10,000. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 10 to the 4th. And for the homework, you do not need to show this step. I just wanted to point it out. 10,000 is the same as 10 to the 4th. That's what it means to rewrite using exponents. We've rewritten it using an exponent for this number. Let's look at a couple of different ways to do this that will help in B and C. One thing you can do is count zeros. If it's a number like 1 billion or 1 million or 100,000, anything that just uses zeros, we know that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros. So that lets us know that this is 10 to the 9th. Another way to do this one that's the same idea, it's just a slightly different approach. Another way to count the zeros is to count the decimal places. You start at 1.0. You find where 1.0 would be, and then you just move the decimal place. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decimal places to convert from 1 to 1 billion. So once again, hey, there's our 9, right? 10 to the 9th. Counting the zeros is basically counting the decimal places. It does the exact same thing. The reason it's good to think of counting the decimal places is for a problem like C. We don't just want to count the zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we really want to do is say, okay, 1.0 would be right here. This would be 1.0. So let's move our decimal place to the actual location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 places, so we're going to use 5 as an exponent. But since it's to the left, it's going to be 10 to the negative 5. 10 to the 5th would be like 100,000. So that lets us know we need to use a negative value. Moving to the left, negative. And in this one, we moved to the right. So we had a positive exponent. But that's all there is for number 1. There's 3 values. Each one of them could be rewritten as 10 to the something. All you want to do is use the decimal places, use the zeros, and figure out what that x needs to be. All right, check out the next video for number 2, which introduces logs, which is very similar to this idea. It's just a slightly different viewpoint.